So we are at Cowboys camp. We actually already went out there.
Mm-hmm.
We talked to a few players.
Everything went a lot smoother than I thought it would.
We've talked to a few media guys as well. Got a few guests lined up for later in the week. I think it's going to be difficult to get players out here.
Yeah.
I think even like our good friend Brandon Aubrey, he's like, "Oh, you're out there," and then it's kind of like, we didn't have the heart to even ask him.
No, not
Like,
at that point either.
I don't think we need to do that. But media guys, or even girls can be media guys.
Yeah, it was nice to just get back in that driver's seat and feel the, hey guys, wrap it up. One more question. I'm like, all right, dude, how about 3 more? I work with Dan now. It's been 2 years of working with this guy. You don't scare me anymore.
What if we tease ahead? Did Micah recognize Jake?
It's a good tease.
Oh, Rob doesn't even know yet. That's right. We know. We're not going to tell you. Are we playing that today?
I have it whenever you want it.
You could tease it for like 10 seconds from now if you want. I don't care.
5.
But yeah.
So did Micah? Yeah, no, I was gonna. Yeah,
Okay,
I was
cool.
counting down in my head.
Yeah.
Let's. You want to do it? Well, so yeah, we were out on the practice field. So, and we would like to do some video stuff later in the week as well. Like just to, we always describe what this whole scene is like, but we'd like to video the whole scene.
Yeah, people need to see it.
The tennis courts where we always will broadcast from, but even the walk up.
The midway.
Because, yes, Rob, in fact, was pretty surprised. He hasn't been here for quite a few years, and it's quite different, isn't it? Yes, there's now a midway.
Mm-hmm.
You're literally walking through. It's a carnival.
Yeah, concession stands, Kona Ice, like places to stop and take selfies in front of Cowboy stuff.
Did you see the stuff on the right where you can, like, throw the football through the hole and win a little prize?
Yeah, obviously gear for days.
Oh, my gosh.
If you want a hot dog, you've come to the right place.
Yep. And you know what? I'm going to get one.
Yeah, then you walk, you can get to the stands where you can watch practice or the mock game, which I have understood. I was excited about the mock game tomorrow.
Yeah,
And somebody urinated on it for me and said, it's just a walkthrough.
Yeah.
It's not really anything. It's the walkthrough that they usually do like on a Saturday.
Yeah, and it's because they have the Rams thing the next day.
Yeah, so they're just walking through.
We don't even have to go to that. We'll just be there for players. So we might be regular time tomorrow.
The mock game?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, and then the Rams mini little practice, joint practice, or is that actually going to be like a scrimmage?
It's both.
Okay,
you know,
but
that's where you get the potential for
deal.
fights.
There will be fights.
I was going to say, there's probably going to be a fight. Man.
And that's Thursday, and I think we'll be out pretty early that day because we want to record before the whole thing.
Yeah, that Giants-Lions fight, they've had 2 of them.
Yeah, Malik Neighbors tried to take on the entire Lions secondary.
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
Yeah, and then
Amon-Ra St. Brown the day before.
got attacked, and really no one.
Is that on Hard Knocks? Or wait.
Well, it starts tonight, but so it won't be on there. And that's the Bears. This is just stuff that was coming out on Twitter.
Oh, okay, I didn't know if it was from the mid-season. Okay, we did the off-season.
Yeah, but they've been fighting each other, and there'll be a little scuffle. Maybe
that makes sense, right? Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
Like he wants his players to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems like that's the Parcells tree.
Yeah.
I think Parcells would actually tell certain guys in practice, "I want you to go, do something."
Big fight with this guy.
Yeah, like on the same team.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So tomorrow, mock game. The next day, we'll be here for the Rams. But today, we just kind of walked out there. And, yeah, it's even different from a couple years ago when I was here. They have way more VIP and sponsor stuff.
Yeah.
Which, obviously, they probably prefer because there's an economic incentive to it, whether it's paid or it's, greasing the skids. And it's a good thing they have it because if that entire area on the one sideline that's now VIP was open, this would look even more depressing than it already does.
There's a clear difference.
The rumors are true. Zeke was right.
Yeah.
For a full padded practice where they're like live, I mean, we got to watch
10% full, the fans or the stands.
10 to 15, something like that.
I've never seen it before. Maybe below 75%.
Dude, the first time I came out here, when they're walking off the field, it is 4 deep on each sideline, and particularly on that sideline where they walk into the locker room.
Yeah.
All the way from like the goal line to the other like 40 deep. I mean, we've heard the audio. We've played on the ticket before. The time that guy in front of Donovan was like calling that area the ghetto because it was like the place where they're harder to get, autographs or something. He's like, yeah, no, we just call it that. It's not because
Right.
There's
Okay,
none
I
of that
remember
today.
Yeah.
None of it. So we walk up. We see Brandon Aubrey. He's immediately whisked away.
He did recognize us.
Of course he did. That one I was not worried about.
No, it's nice.
No, that guy is such a good dude.
Yeah.
He is.
2
And
seconds of small
so
talk.
he's
and then-
leaving right after the game because his wife is very, very pregnant. And so he's leaving right after the game, and then their plan is that she has that baby, and then he's back here before the next game. He's like, I don't want him to even sign anybody just to kick for a day. I'm like, you're the AP
You're
kicker
all-pro,
of the year.
yeah.
Yeah,
you're like
dude, you know how that can turn quick. And what I said to him, I was like, I bet your wife wants you back out here too. Like,
Oh, to make sure
Yeah, you gotta.
we keep that job.
Yeah, so he was whisked away, and then Micah's just standing there, and Blake's like, "Hey, Micah," and he was talking to somebody that he apparently knew, didn't seem Cowboy affiliated, like a friend, something. They probably talked for 10 minutes, and I'm just kind of lurking. Then he, of course, had to sign a couple footballs, and the PR guy was already kind of in, like, we're done with this mode, and then Dan went in.
Hey, Micah, you remember my buddy Jake?
Is there any chance you remember who I am?
Oh yeah, High Spice.
Oh, man, he remembered.
I also bought you a book of feet pictures.
I forgot that.
How you doing?
Doing well. We drove an RV here from Texas. We literally just 24 hours. We literally just got in
RV's
here.
not
You
too
take care
bad
of that?
though.
Yeah, RB is better than the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't too bad.
Tired of this yet?
Huh? I'm always tired. But still young, they say.
I'm not trying to hold you up. You think one day whenever y'all are coming off field, we can get like 3 minutes with you?
Yeah,
Cool.
sure.
I don't want to do it. Do your thing right now. Sure. I'll grab you one of these next few days.
All right.
Pizza Hut sent me a jacket too. I got it at the Airbnb.
Still got my pizza.
What do you say there?
I still got my Pizza Hut jacket.
Okay.
Yeah, when I told him I had mine. So, yeah, right away, Dan's like, do you know my friend? He's like, oh, yeah, Hot Spice.
Yeah.
Hey, Micah, you remember my buddy Jake?
Is there any chance you remember who I am?
Oh yeah, High Spice.
Oh yeah, Hot Spice.
So what that is, Rob, is 3 years ago we were at the Super Bowl, 4 years ago, and he was walked around, at the Super Bowl media row. They will walk people around and say, hey, we're here for this product, and it was Pizza Hut, and that's so you can have Micah, but you have to pimp Pizza Hut's new thing.
I'm like, I'll do it without Micah.
So it was the hots, like the flakes or something, right?
Yeah, well, it was a spicier sauce.
Spicy marinara.
It was a spicier marinara.
So the pizza itself was already hot.
Yeah, and the
Toppings.
toppings were a little bit spicier. Like
Spicy
it was a
pepperoni.
spicier pepperoni, and it was magical.
And then, but then there was
They were
also
bringing
like the
around
flakes.
red pepper flakes. Yeah.
And so apparently the bit was he has a full pizza, he would offer it to whatever spare radio hosts from whatever city. They would take like a little bite and be like, oh, it's so hot, like that
Yeah,
bit
Rich-
on the internet, the hot ones or whatever.
Oh yeah.
the
yeah.
one chip.
Or no, like the wing thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
whatever.
Yeah.
The-
Rich Eisen spit it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's just, and everybody is like, ooh, oh man, that's tough, and oh wow, okay, so you're pimping this thing, that's great. Go to Pizza Hut and get this. Micah, what was the season like
Sure.
and all this? So he hands it to Jake, and Jake takes like a big bite, and he's like, whoa, and then Jake's like, well, give me some of those pepper flakes, and he poured it on like you could not see the pizza under it. It's so thick, and then Jake just continued to like eat it. And this guy's like, whoa, this guy's crazy. This guy's a maniac. And
Then we took the top off.
yeah,
And
then
just dumped it on.
like,
I ate 5, 6 slices of pizza while we were interviewing him. Don't think we ever really talked football.
No, and then, yes, he said, like, he told his Pizza Hut people, mail him a jacket.
He had
And
a
so
Pizza
they-
Hut, like, 80s baseball jacket.
The red,
It's red, sheen.
silky,
Yeah, and
yeah.
it said Micah in cursive.
and
on
he
the-
got one that says Jake, right?
Yeah, I mean, I felt weird doing it, but I DM'd him, like, 2 weeks later. He never replied to it, but I just laid it out. I was like, dude, I want one of those jackets.
Oh, you asked for it, okay.
Well, I was like, I just reminded him, I
Oh,
didn't
he said, I'm going to get you a jacket.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Yes,
then
okay.
a couple weeks later, I DM'd him, and I'm like, hey, this may be weird, but if you were serious about that, I want that jacket. He never replied. I never talked to anyone from Pizza Hut. I didn't email Pizza Hut. But like a week later, a jacket showed up at my house with my name on it and a card that said something like, like it just this jacket is better than something. I don't remember when they also gave me a gift card. And now I have the jacket. It's at the Airbnb. So I'll wear it out here whatever day we think we could get him. Hot Spice. I'm going to demand that you guys start calling me that.
Hot Spice. And he remembers.
Yeah. It was cool. A little bit concerning that he's like, I'm literally tired all the time.
He did not look happy.
No. That's why I was a little bit worried that he was going to be like, just leave me alone.
Yeah.
But he wasn't. But he looked beaten. Like, the Zimmer guy's up my ass.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah. My best buddy is gone.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's cool though. Then we did talk to a couple of other Cowboys. We talked to Brandon Aubrey at length, and then we talked to one Luke Schoonmaker.
Yeah.
So we've got those ready for you for tomorrow.
For the future.
Or when we choose.
That's right. Whenever we're able to get our act together. The media party is tonight. And a lot of big talk on the way down.
Oh, this mother.
About going to the media party. I was scouting it out and realizing my weaknesses and realizing it's a 50-50 at best if I'll make it.
It was never 50-50. And you know that.
It was 50-50.
Boy, this guy.
Anyway.
Rewriting. But yeah. We were planning on going and we're not going.
We're not going because we then kind of mapped it out, and it's an hour and 20-minute drive, I believe. And it's not till – I don't even think it starts until, 7 p.m. Eastern? Or, excuse me, Central Time?
It's 6 Pacific.
8 Dallas.
Okay, so 8 Dallas.
But, yeah, so we're trying to stay
even if you got there the second that it opened.
Yeah.
You'd have to stay at least an hour just to kind of – because you're only going to get the
free food.
Delicious Nobu.
It's wonderful.
It is wonderful. But then let's say you leave at 9 Dallas
what
time.
They do is at Nobu, they hand you the little piece of rice. And you go walk out into the ocean next to it. And sometimes something will jump out and land right on it.
Yeah.
And then you eat it. That's how fresh it is.
Yep.
It's incredible.
It's quite magical.
No,